And on that note, Nerds for Hire.
We are back.
And we're going to talk about whitewashing
Yeah.
in the MCU.
Exactly. And this is a topic that has really bugged me a lot. You're like, hey, Kimal, you're black. What are you talking about? I was like, let me explain this to you. Especially with the newest one that they've been talking about, the Iron Fist series. A lot of people are just completely off the mark with this whole whitewashing for Iron Fist. A lot of people are like, oh, it should be an Asian American being Danny Rand, which is nothing like the comics.
No.
It's completely different. And to be honest, if you actually did that for Netflix show, first off, it'll take away a whole lot of like what made Danny Rand like kind of like a fish out of water everywhere he
and
went.
The
like
outsider and everything.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So that is like the major part of it. Granted, if you're like saying, well, back in the day, pretty much why they made this because white writers and artists just want to have it, yada yada yada. But as you see from back then to now, we have all evolved into more than just being like, all right, everyone's gonna be white. It doesn't matter about anything else, and we're gonna keep going from there. There's a whole lot of diversity in comics in general, and also in movies. And I understand Asian Americans saying that they want to have a lead Asian American. It's great.
It is. I agree.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
And my whole thing would be, are you guys reading Totally Awesome Hulk? Are you guys petitioning for that to be one of the next Hulks in the MCU? Because I guarantee you right now, if you look at the sales, they're not up there. If you talk to the people who are protesting to say that the Danny Rand character is whitewashed and it should be an Asian American, why aren't you guys writing right now to Marvel? Why aren't you guys buying the books for Totally Awesome Hulk so Marvel would be like, okay, there's a huge audience out there, so we will take that step out there and actually do it. It's just all like, oh, Iron Fist, it's about Asia, so we need an Asian American person with, they don't know the backstory of Iron Fist at all.
Right.
Are there Asian Americans in Iron Fist? Yes. And are they the lead? No. Technically, once we actually do a review of actual Iron Fist, even if they were the lead, you'd be having issues because the way that the story is drawn out. It wouldn't have been better with an Asian American versus a Caucasian. It just wouldn't make any kind of difference at all.
Yeah.
It frustrates me because there's no need for it.
Right. But now, like, going with Doctor Strange, okay, so not the Grandmaster, Sorcerer Supreme. That's it, not Grandmaster. Sorcerer Supreme. So they went with a white woman.
Yes.
Is that Sorcerer Supreme? Absolutely not.
Nope.
So do I disagree with that choice? 100%.
Yeah.
Sure, I don't know why they made that choice. I really don't.
Yeah, especially for the part that she had.
Yeah.
Anyway, like that, definitely should have just kept to the actual comics, and it would have been fine.
Yeah, as they 100% should have, and it's not like she had a lead role, but she did play a good part, but there's many great Asian American actors or actresses that could have played that part.
Right.
And so I don't understand that. But when there's a problem right there. That is a problem because that went away from the comics.
Yes.
But with Iron Fist, no, that stayed true.
Right.
So I don't know why people are getting so upset about that because no, Danny Rand was an American Caucasian man.
Yeah.
Who, as a boy, got stranded. So in Asia. So
Right, yeah. But for him and going to Kunlun, sorry, I always say that, Kunlun, and him getting taken over there. Like, it's not like for a lot of other people I see on YouTube saying that, oh yeah, he's the white savior. It has nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
They brought him there and they trained him to be, I'm not going to say the ultimate weapon because you still have to go through a series
Right.
of steps, so you really don't know if you can actually progress that far. But to train him to be, we'll just say, a weapon, but to help out them. It has nothing to do with him being
any kind of savior.
right. Exactly, it has nothing to do with that. And the fact that people say that, like, you have no clue. You haven't read not one of the comics.
No.
You could have gone out and read Marvel Now, issue 1, and you would have seen that that's nothing like it. You could have gone back in the day and read issue 1. It's been nothing like that. Like, none of it has ever set up to be like, there needs to be a white savior. Like, I can understand where you want to point out whitewashing, just like we did for Doctor Strange,
Yeah.
where it's actually necessary, not to try to get an agenda across. And the actor for Danny Rand actually left Twitter, wasn't going out as much because he was getting death threats. He was being persecuted for getting the lead part
Yeah.
for somebody that's supposed to be our Caucasian who ends up learning martial arts. Like, that makes no sense to me at all. It's just setting a bad precedent for when there is something that's actually whitewashing. People will just end up going back and say, well, you made a big deal about Iron Fist, but look at all this information, all these facts that you're completely wrong about. What makes you want to believe you now? It's just really bad.
Yep. So, I don't know. I'm interested, but if you got comments, put them down, because sure, we'd like to reply to them.
Exactly.
Tell us your thoughts, your opinions. We'll see.
And if you could actually give a valid reason why it should be an Asian American doing this, and I'll give you a valid reason why it could have been an African American doing it. Like, if you don't want to go off of the source material, then it could have been anyone. Iron Fist could have been a woman.
Yeah.
We could totally change up everything. But it doesn't make any kind of sense, and the tension with the Netflix series that actually has, some of it you actually needed him to be just a Caucasian person versus just an Asian American, because it just wouldn't make any sense. It'll just be normal. It'll just be like, not to be stereotypical, but it's just like, oh, an Asian person that knows martial arts. Okay, that's believable. And what's
Falls in love with another Asian martial arts
right,
woman.
exactly. It's like, it'll be, people will complain like, oh, well, that's just stereotypical and that's just blah, blah, blah. Yet again, know your facts before you start talking. Other YouTubers that just jump on the bandwagon and saying these things. You don't know the facts, keep your mouth shut.
Yep.
But that's pretty much my rant that I've been ranting for a long time about. But put it up here.
Alright.
Later.
See ya.